Hi, family. This is my first live, but nevertheless, we are going to make it a productive one. It's been very hot today, and I woke up late this morning, so I could not come out here because the weather was exhausting. I'm in zone 8B, so yeah, you know how that goes. Let's see. Looks like I got some beans in there, which I do. Looks like I got some tomatoes growing. Trying to see if there's anything to harvest. Oh, we got the yellow gooseneck tomatoes. I always want to say gooseneck. Gooseberry tomatoes. We have some cucumbers here. We got a lot of few things going on out here. I just came to check. Like I said, it's been very hot. And look, we got some tomatoes fruiting. So it will be time to harvest soon, looks like. Nevertheless, let me check on my pear plant. It's doing good. It's been taking a lot of hits, you see. Nevertheless, it is producing. I had to bring this back to life because I killed it. So I'm working our way to our mulching today. How's the tomato doing? Still growing. I think I'm gonna have to transplant it. My avocado tree is now growing a stem, so that's good. Let's see what we have. All right, we got, fence done right down. All right, let's put this back. All right, so everything's looking good. Tripping over stuff. Need to move it out the way. So today, right, I have clay soil. All right, as you guys can see, this is hard as a rock. Nothing can come through here. Hold on, what you say, Tay? So when it is really hot, should I get like a mesh screen to put on top of my cabbage and peppers? So that's what I want to talk to you about. When it's really hot, right, in order to preserve your plants, these were becoming a little stagnant, right? I want you to see this. I planted these first, right here, right? And look at this one. I planted this one weeks after those. I noticed that because it's becoming very hot and I have clay soil, this is very hard, right? Can barely get anything in there. Because it's very hot, I decided to put leaves here to help with its moisture. So regardless, your plants are still gonna sweat, you know? And so with that, as you can see, with my beans here, with all of the cucumbers, the lettuces, cucumbers, all I did was mulch them. So putting mulch on them will definitely help. I don't have screens and stuff. A lot of people do. I see a lot of container gardeners do that. And yeah, it would be a great option if you can do that. So yeah, my advice would be if you can get a mesh and put it on top, a mesh screen, and put it on top of your cabbage and peppers, do that. However, it will sweat too as well, because it just depends. Like, if you're talking about something that's closed hold, you see, like these is aerated. So if you have something that's a lot more, you know, what do you call it? Like, not as spacious, something like this, yeah, you can put over it. But me, again, I just mulch them. I just take some leaves and mulch them, and you'll see that throughout the heat, that as long as they're mulched, they shouldn't have any problems. They should be good. I hope that answers your question. You can buy mesh if you want to, and place it, or you can just heavily mulch them. Thank you for joining, Tay. Happy gardening. All right, y'all. This is what I've been avoiding doing, okay? I have really been avoiding coming over here because, as you guys can see, it's a lot. I believe in till gardens. I will always have a till garden. So you guys seen in the beginning, we tilled all of this up and just really pretty much got to put everything where it belongs. So I planted some okra in here. You guys are gonna see, for an example, here's some okra. It's all throughout here, all throughout these beds, and I don't want to step in them because I have okra growing everywhere throughout these. Right? I got okra plants, and this is what I mean why I have to mulch, because you can see with the clay soil, it's like very hard. Okay, barely can look at that. And so this is having trouble coming through, which it still will pop because it has strong roots, because I use the blood and bone meal. And as you can see, you got other plants here. So I'm just about to take you guys along with me and show you what I'm doing. I didn't want to pick up this phone today. However, I was convicted through the Holy Spirit to do so. So this is my gardening bag, right? And so these are some more okra plants, but I'm not planting them. Today is all about my corn. So I got some red corn, let's see, yellow corn, some sweet corn somewhere here. And what I'm gonna do is plant directly into these things. So I'm not going to worry about trying to develop perfect beds for them. I am going to just plant directly into these things. So, and I'm done with okra. I'm not planting no more varieties of squash in here. And so what I have to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to pull up all of these weeds right here. And then I'm going to plant the okra all along here in the back, right? So let's go. Where's my tripod? I don't know. Nevertheless, as I plant, right? So I'm not going to, bear with me, y'all. I didn't bring my tripod. So this is the golden bantam corn in my garden. It is an heirloom seed, which is very important to me, which means it can be open pollinated, or it was grown and open pollinated. And so how many do I have? Let's see. This is how many comes with this package. And this is why I kind of don't like buying. I mean, shout out to them. I love them. I support what they're doing. I know their growth. But look how many seeds this is, right? If 3 kernels or whatever y'all call, y'all can tell me in the chat what they call when they grow. But when 3 kernels grow, right, per plant, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 times 3 is what? What is that? 48. What is that? 72? So that's going to yield me 72. I'm actually going to need about what, 500 in order to feed my family for 1 year. So I had to go and get these. I got these from my local hardware store. Okay. These are sweet corn. These are hybrids though, which is fine. I'm more concerned about hormones in my food than I am about hybrids, because it's just, you know, breeding plants or whatever. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to probably plant about 30 of these. And how many we said? 23 of those. Yeah, I'm going to plant these and those. And I'm kind of just going to like plant them on this side, all along here, and then in this area. All right. So let me set this up somewhere so y'all can see what I'm doing. All right. And again, I love you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all can see me? Let me know in the chat if y'all can see me, not like I can see y'all. And just like that, we just cleared out our area. Alrighty. So we got this area cleared out for the most part. Okay, thank you, Tay. So these right here, you really don't want to leave when you see roots in like this, just because they draw up so much nitrogen. So you see people put them in their beds, which they do, but they also use a lot of nitrogen. So I didn't fertilize these yet. So all I'm gonna do here, alrighty, just kind of clear out some of these rocks. Now I'm free forming these, and you're gonna see they're still gonna be very effective. I'm gonna take one of these. I'm not gonna put it on where the rock is very hard. Sit it in there, and I'm just planting. And we're just gonna keep going around in a circle. I'm just planting. And it's not that difficult, y'all. Once you understand the 3 things a plant needs, a seed needs rather, in order to germinate, and the 3 things a plant needs in order to grow, you'll be successful at it. I don't care if you started last year. I don't care if you started 2 months ago. Education is the key to successful growing. I stand firm behind that. I'm gonna leave that there. Shout out to my family for just having it in their blood to be able to grow. All right, now let's go gather the rest of these. You just ran into my what? Oh yeah, he was in my live stream. That's my son. Just left. Say hey to the chat. Alrighty. Planting some corn. You want to help me? Where I stopped at, y'all? I feel like I stopped somewhere around. Where did I stop at? Stop about right here? All right. We'll start right here. Huh? Now, plenty of people got their own way of growing. This is mine. As long as this soil is tilled, that's all I care about. You say you wanted to plant some? Yeah, grab the red corn. Put them in there. See how hard that is? But that's okay. It looks hard right now, but once I put some leaves on this area, it'll be all right. Now, people do that 3 sisters thing. I don't. Just because, yeah. But, yeah, I don't. I just plant and keep it moving. See, hard. Alrighty. And you shouldn't be doing this with your hands. No, baby, I want you to do it along this line right here. So I want you to start in the inside right here, and I want you to go 6 inches apart, like what we showed you, what I showed you with them onions.
How many people are watching?
Enough people who are here. I'm grateful for all the people that are here. Let's see. What do you do with your weeds? I cut branches and leaves from trees and I put them at the bottom of grow bags. Add compost and homemade soil. My first time doing that to try to save on soil. Yeah, you can do that. Only thing, that's what I was just telling the group, that you might or the chat rather, that you might have to fertilize more, just because those things use a lot of nitrogen. So you can that's great, you can do that. I did that with the potato. I have a box over there. I have potato in, and I just did that with all my scraps that I had from cleaning this area. I did that as well. So you can do that. With my weeds, look at this mosquito, y'all. Oh, y'all can't see it. With my weeds, I actually use them. I got a little black bin right there that I take them and I might put them in, or I might just leave them here and let them just go back into the soil. That's it. And so once all of this area grows and I start to see too much corn in one area, I might just transplant it. Give me some, baby. All right, that's enough. This is what hybrid corn looks like. We don't really eat these. This is gonna be my first year trying them. I never grow these, but this is just a filler crop that I'm gonna use and put along here. I do have some more sweet corn that I'm gonna do. And so I just take these and plant. Now the depth, I use this much of my finger. So that part goes down 6 inches apart. And I'll just continue 6 inches apart and continue 6 inches apart and continue. And I just continue to go down. Thank y'all for joining me. I hope your gardens are doing great this year. I pray you guys have a successful growing season. And man, that you love this and that you look forward to feeding your family and feeding your neighbors and feeding those around you. At first, they didn't know what hard work was until I made them come in the garden. All right, now let's just continue. And this is I live in the South. A lot of people eat this plant, this pokeweed right here. I do not. My dogs do though. Uh-oh, I just threw a corn over there. Huh?
I think I'm about done. You want some more?
Nah, I'm good. I got some. I got plenty.
Plant at least 10.
You planted 10? Don't step on it, baby. Where you planting them at? Come here. Come here. Come show me. Where did you start? Wait, you stepping?
I started right here.
So you planted all along this line?
And then I think I'll put one here and then one here.
Mm-hmm.
And then one, like, I can't find the hole,
But where did you didn't plant along this, right?
No.
All right, so let's start here. And when you plant, you go in a direction that you'll
no,
remember.
I think I planted one on.
Well, it's okay. When they grow, we'll find them. Make sure the puppies got some water. I think DJ spilled it.
DJ?
Yeah. His clumsy self.
DJ.
DJ, Dahlia Jr.
Need a main one.
Let me know. What y'all planting now? Y'all got anything that y'all planting? What's y'all planting schedule looking like? Are y'all did y'all start and plant everything at one time? Or did y'all rotate? Like, what did you guys do? What's some suggestions that maybe I can do? Because this is a lot. To be planting this much to feed these many people, it can be a lot. So I'm trying to find easier. You know, I love planning and I love organizing. So I definitely would like to know. Shoe Shalat, what plants are what? What are you asking? Like, what's y'all organization looking like as far as like y'all, whatever you like in whatever way that you want? Because I know I'm like tradition, so I'm not a traditional gardener. I'm more of I guess is that traditional? Being old school? You know, when you tiller your plants, if you ever get to a place where you can tiller your ground, and this is biblical, you tiller for 7 years, and or you tiller for 6 years, and on the 7th year you let it rest. I think that's in Deuteronomy or Leviticus. It's one of them. But me, I have to tiller because when you tiller, you get the greatest amount of harvest. So let's say if I was growing okra in a gallon container, yield maybe maybe 15 pies. I just planted those together. It's all right. I didn't mean to do that. But if you plant outside and tiller soil, you'll get triple amount. Now, I told you guys, like, with this right here, all of this is okra, right? So you see the hill that it's on compared to flat ground. The hill that this is on, that okra will probably grow almost to midsection of this tree. Like, the okra will grow really tall from tilled soil. So I encourage you, if you can ever get a opportunity to get land, get some land, okay? And grow and tiller your garden. Okay. So to be honest, I really haven't been organized. I just started. However, I do plan to start organizing and writing stuff out. Yeah, Tay, I'm telling you, you start like that from the beginning, you'll be, girl, yo, look at this. You will set yourself up for success. But you're doing good, girl. I'm proud of you. The first thing to do was start. Most people can't even do that. They can't even just start. Yeah. So I'm super proud of you, and I'm happy. Tay's a part of my gardening group, y'all, with Transformation Church. So if you have a chance, you join us in our group, man. It's just good to be around a bunch of believers who grow. Okay. Y'all see this? This is so hard, and I'm not going to get no holes. So right now, since this is hard, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait, because this whole area right here is for corn. So it will go from here, this line, all the way here. The okra starts over there. It looks a little crazy right now, but I promise you it will make sense. I'm a little unorthodox grower rather. So I'm going to start over here. Yes, that's my goal. Yay. Shani, still a new garden in my 2nd year. I live in an apartment, so I'm growing out of grow bags. This season, I'm trying out watermelon, cucumbers, pepper, squash. I have 2 apple trees and a few other trees. I'm going to be honest, I am messy and an unorganized gardener. Most of us are. Most of us start out like that. I definitely was like that too when I first started. Died. Man, and I was trying to grow inside of a grow tent, girl. I put, you know, those little greenhouses that you get from Aldi's, right? For like $40. I think I brought the bigger size one back then at the time. They had like one, I think it was like 4 foot long, maybe 4 foot wide or something like that. I could fit in it, but I put it inside of my room. I kid y'all not. One day I'm gonna show y'all that video. And I put it in my room. I lived on the 1st floor. The humidity level is horrible on the 1st floor. So I tried to wire over 65-degree temperatures. And I tried to grow all of that stuff in there and could not. So I was unsuccessful. So I'm just proud of all the new gardeners. I just love to see it this year. Man, when I first started and I was talking about gardening, man, we didn't have nobody really out here. It was silent, and just to see so many people are getting back to the soil is amazing. I just thank God for you guys, because we are going to end the food scarcity that is upon us in this country and that is around us that you don't even know is happening. So here it is. This is all the weeds that grew too, but you can see this soil is different. Notice the soil is different in this area than it is in that area. Look at one, the sun, right? So the trees here, the sun area versus this area, right? Where it's just like an open space. Okay. This area soil looks very different from this area soil because of the sun's location. So I can guarantee you this area will have a better grow than this area, unless or these plants probably will be a lot stressed out than these. So I'm going to have to heavily mulch these plants, right? Than these. So let's see what you say. I'm going to be okay, but I do strive to be more organized and start labeling and keeping a journal as well. Our Heavenly Father will says, hallelujah. Yeah, right? Nah, facts. That's what I had to start doing. I created me a journal on Amazon. I put it on Amazon. I did it for myself, and I put it on Amazon. It is a little costly. However, it is worth the investment because it will definitely help you stay organized. So whenever you get to that level of like expanding your, I encourage you, go to Amazon. Get you a gardening journal, and I have some great tips in there, some things to show you how to grow and how to just keep it simplified. Like, don't even try to, companion plants. I saw you with all those trees. Make sure you companion planting too. I don't know if you know about that, but companion planting is going to be the key to growing success. I actually have a nursery. I started a tree nursery probably about 2 years ago. So I love trees. Hence why my mama named me Ashley. So that's my worldly name that the Lord called me by. But yeah, my mama named me Ashley, and I happen to love trees. So, all right, what's going on here? What is this? What is this? What is this? This looks like, oh, look at this soil. This soil looks good. Let's see. Let's see, what is that? Alrighty. Good dirt. Good soil. Looks healthy. The centipede. All right. I think I pulled pretty much everything out of here. Now for this, I'm not going to put the corn over here. I thought about it, but now I'm looking at this soil. I'm actually going to put some squash in here. Look at that hole. Make sure ain't no snakes, because you know snakes be trying to be in the garden. I'm in zone 8B. I live in Georgia, in Atlanta. I live in Atlanta. Let's walk over here. All right, so all of these squashes are getting planted, but y'all, it is hot out here like crazy. So I think, which one y'all think I should plant first? Right, they each gonna grow 120 days at least, and they all grow very large. This is my favorite. I don't know, this is an ugly picture. They the same plant, and that is the ugliest picture they could choose. So which one y'all think I should grow? This is heirloom. This is heirloom. All right, let's see how many. The spacing is about 12 to 36 inches. All right, cool. So 12 to 36 inches, y'all. I don't know, since I got my new sisters right here. Let me show y'all what that looks like. So this is about 12 inches from here to here, right? This is about another 12 inches from here to here. So when I place that here, so like let's say if I start here and I go to the end of that, I'll put one right here and another there. Let's see how many they gave me. I got quite a few. So these butternut squash are going to yield me probably about 3 to 5, depending on how large I let them grow. So let's start one there.